Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Lions at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, we're 33. Run.
Play fake. Mayfield. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down right around the 25. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only 8. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken on the 25. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action. Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To Williams on the jet sweep. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Offense on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield has got it to Williams. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw, Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And that puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, as the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. This no good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Swift. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7th. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Johnson's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He had a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now back to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. The 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that challenge is a successful one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That goes for a gain of 31. And Charles, I have interest here. That last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready up. 60 minutes.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Following the interception, Mayfield able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mayfield to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, again with 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught by Evans. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be done. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Mayfield.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Here's Baker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Johnson's kick is good, and that'll move it back within 6 now. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Bucs, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5.